Pet Simulator X is suing players, the Roblox community did something awful, something pretty monumental just happened on Roblox, and so much more insane news today. So if you're new, please subscribe and let's get right into it. The news today is jam-packed, so I recommend watching to the end. Okay, firstly though, let's start with something pretty crazy that happened recently. So the other day, Roblox actually hit their 5 billionth account and user on the platform. This person right here, Lemus Aboska, or however you pronounce it. They are officially the 5 billionth account on Roblox, which is pretty insane. Keep in mind, the 5 billionth account doesn't mean there's 5 billion people on Roblox. A lot of the accounts on Roblox are either like alt accounts or bot accounts or just throwaway accounts. But nonetheless, 5 billion is still pretty insane. And this one's actually pretty interesting because like, usually when there's like a new milestone account, it's usually either people like botting it and spamming it to get like a rare account. But in this circumstance, it seems like this person just got it like out of pure luck. Because Lemus Aboska doesn't seem like, you know, just a random like bot account or anything. It seems like a unique, genuine name someone made. And he just coincidentally got one of the rarest accounts right now. If so, that is pretty cool. But also, this person obviously is now in a lot of danger because I'm assuming everyone and their mom is trying to hack this person right now. So hopefully, even if this was a coincidence, this person knows that they are the 5 billionth account. And hopefully they know to like how to keep their account secure or whatever. And so far this person hasn't said anything in like their bio or anything, so maybe they don't even know they're the 5 billionth account. But anyways, this was something kind of interesting and weird on Roblox going on. So I'm sure you're all familiar with like the Roblox autofill or whatever. When you go to search a game or search anything on the platform, it'll give you autofill like suggestions. And they're usually like relatively okay and random. Most of the time it's kind of useless, but it's whatever. But recently, the autofill got a bit weird to say nonetheless. If you were to search builds to survive, it wouldn't recommend you like build to survive games. It would recommend you like, well, this first of all. And then apparently there's also like, it would recommend you some like racist stuff for like no reason. And in general, this was a very weird and like random situation on Roblox. But most people are wondering like, how in the world does it even happen in the first place? Because like, there's no way Roblox themselves put this, right? Like that can't be a thing. So many people are wondering like, was this moderation's fault or people like finding a way to do this somehow? And in general, it's just a very weird and like random situation because the autofill stuff they'll give you are pretty crazy. And Evan here made a tweet about it and it kind of went viral. It has over 4,000 likes, almost 200,000 views, and everyone was just freaking out about this. Now luckily enough, this did garner a lot of traction enough that Roblox actually did go and fix this. So right now, if you go to build to survive and try searching it, the autofill is now normal, or how it should be. This whole situation was just kind of weird though, and pretty random. I'm wondering if someone made like a game called stuff like that, which like triggered the algorithm to recommend it. It was probably something like that, I don't know, it's pretty weird. And anyways, next we have a Roblox game getting sued, and this is not the first lawsuit I'm going to talk about in this video, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, Driving Empire, the game, very popular game actually, has gone into a lot of trouble recently. So in Driving Empire, the whole point of the game is to like drive cool cars and stuff. Which I mean, you could probably guess. But I'm pretty sure unlike other games that like kind of replicate like supercars IRL, they like one for one replicate supercars IRL, and I think sometimes they even use their like logos and stuff. Like for example, look at Jailbreak. You can kind of tell what cars they're basing a lot of their cars off, like Lamborghinis and stuff, but they don't specifically model it one for one off the real life car, and they never put the Lamborghini logo anywhere. Because that way they're safe from copyright whenever, because it's technically their own thing, and it's just like parody, I guess. But in this circumstance, Driving Empire stole everything kind of like one for one, or replicated everything one for one. So obviously with the success of the game, companies started like getting mad at them and telling them to take them down. This is what RTC said. Multiple car companies such as Lotus, Audi, etc. have started legal action against Driving Empire for copyright infringement of their associated cars within the game if not removed. This has been an ongoing process for several months. Recently, Audi's taken action against Driving Empire for infringing on Audi's intellectual property with cars named Avantismo in the game. So yeah, I don't think they actually use the names and stuff, I guess, or like the logos, but the cars and the models were like one for one for Audi and stuff. And then they also show like a Discord post here from like the owner or whatever, saying that they removed all the cars, but they refunded everyone who like bought it and stuff. And I think they also made some more changes, which is pretty good. Good thing that they're refunding people, because I know a lot of people probably spent money on the game. And it's not even them. They said here that other car companies such as Lotus, Audi, Ferrari, Pagani, Koenigsegg have already warned Driving Empire to protect their intellectual property, as to not associate their brand with gambling and or provide a source of monetary advantage. So yeah, a lot of car companies are really mad that they're kind of profiting off their models and stuff. That's really the main issue here. The fact that it's copyright obviously is like the main thing, but they're also obviously more mad because they're profiting off this and they're making a lot of money off it. Redline here too made a good point. Like, wait till these companies find out about the UGC system, because you guys already know there's so many copyrighted stuff uploaded there, and Roblox could genuinely get into serious trouble now, because now we've seen like a couple examples of companies like not being afraid to take legal action. So I feel like Roblox or a lot of Roblox players could be in trouble very soon. In the end though, this also does make kind of sense. I can't really like deny it or whatever. it is a pretty fair lawsuit from like the car companies because it is their property and stuff. But let's move to our next story, which is kind of interesting and pretty messed up. Okay, so as you guys probably remember, like a few weeks ago, everyone and their moms was freaking out because Roblox uploaded 2 new dominuses to the platform. And the dominuses weren't like regular dominuses, they had like particle effects and stuff, so they're pretty cool. And then people were shocked to find out that a player at the time, a random player, got the item. And then it turned out to be a Make-A-Wish item, which is honestly incredible because it turned out that this person actually beat cancer and they got their dream item. So it's overall a pretty wholesome story until the Roblox community ruined it. And since it was revealed that this dominus is unique and no one else can be getting it, a lot of people started being super toxic and mean towards this person, saying it was unfair, and they're like doxing him and whatever. It was overall this horrible, stupid situation, and the person did not deserve any of that. But with that all being said, you guys probably noticed at the start I said there's 2 dominuses released. There's a Dominus Azurite, which is the one that was given away, but there's also the Dominus Desperationist, which got people questioning like what's going to happen with that one, because one already got released or given away, so what's happening to the other one? And well, once again, this player right here got it, and he's the only one to have it. I'm gonna try not showing his name because of what happened last time. But anyways, with that being said, this person actually didn't speak out like the other person about why he got the Dominus or whatever, which he doesn't have to obviously. But because of that, people don't really know why he got the Dominus. But given the circumstance and the fact that he's the only one who has it, a lot of people assume it's just another Make-A-Wish item, which is honestly incredible, by the way. The fact that Rose is helping these people get like their wishes and whatever, and helping them design cool Dominuses and giving them away is honestly incredible to see. But unfortunately, with the situation, history repeats itself, because people have gone out of their way to attack this person, make fun of this person, just make really nasty and mean comments. And I think people are saying he also got doxxed again, which is just like so stupid, man. Like genuinely, people are just being insanely selfish and like messed up, and this person literally did nothing wrong. So I mean, yeah, the Roblox community hit a new low once again. It's just so stupid, man. But with that being said, let's move to our last story, which is pretty insane. Okay, so let me break this down. If you're in the Pet Simulator's community, you know that over the last few months, or for a while now actually, they've been working on a new game, which is confirmed by Preston, by the way. And this new game, like the game for it, is just called Happy Pet Game right now. That's not the official name, but that's like the placeholder name that they've been using. So since we have the game link and like we know the game exists and whatever, a lot of people have been digging up leaks and stuff and like leaking stuff that's going to be in the game and stuff like that, which is pretty common for the Pet Simulator's community to see leaks and stuff, but it also is pretty common in every community. Like most games and like communities out there have a leaking community. It's just like a normal thing at this point. And with the news in the new Pet Sim game, there's been dedicated accounts to leaking like new Pet Sim X updates and also new leaks of the new game. And well, this is where Pet Simulator stepped in, because Pet Simulator started taking legal action against people leaking the new game, which is pretty insane. So this account right here was the ones who talked about it, but they deleted the tweet, because I'm assuming they probably aren't allowed to talk about it. I had the tweet, but I'm not going to show it because they probably deleted it for a reason. But basically what the tweet says was that Big Games filed a DMC request against them for posting Pet Simulator X and Happy Pet Game leaks, which they've been doing for the last 2 years, by the way, so this isn't like a new thing. And then they also mentioned that they can't post any of Big Game's IP, and then if they continue to do so, they can probably get into more trouble, and then they'll get their account deleted and taken down, which is pretty insane because Pet Simulator X leaking has been going on for like a while now. And the fact that they're taking time to like shut this stuff down, like legally take legal action against them, is pretty wild to see. And a lot of people in the Pet Sim X community are now saying that this is the end of leaking, because obviously now people are scared of leaking, you know, because they don't want to get sued and stuff. Here's where it gets pretty interesting though, because I went to check these people's profile to see like what they're posting now and what's going on, and the thing is they're still posting leaks. So I was wondering like how the heck are they doing this and what's going on. But the response is saying that they're not allowed to show the images anymore, but they can still explain like what's going on, which I guess kind of makes sense, because the images and stuff, Big Games, like that's Big Games property, right? Like that's their IP, so that kind of makes sense. But like the text and stuff, like anyone can just say anything, so I don't think that they can really get in trouble with this. But I assume Big Games probably still isn't happy with this. And I want to know what you guys think about this. Is this an L or is this a W? Because I know some people actually hate leaks and think that leaks are stupid, but I also know a lot of people love leaks and think they're completely okay. So let me know what you guys think. Is Big Games in the wrong or right for this? Let me know what you think. But I mean, to be fair, even if what they did was kind of messed up, like taking legal action over a leaking account, what they did isn't like legally messed up, because they do own like the IP. So what they did was not like a loophole or anything. Like the lawsuit does make sense, or the DMC request does make sense. It's more of a question of, is it messed up to even do that in the first place? But yeah, just insane news today. And if you enjoyed, check this video where more people are getting sued. I know, insane. Everyone and their moms are getting sued right now. See you next one.